Next call, Cambridge, Illinois. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Meacham. I've always thought that there was a kind of a strange relationship, a parallel between Jackson and Ronald Reagan and a lot of the forces that were sweeping in the nation at the time. You talked about how Jackson's bark was a lot worse than his bite, and in a lot of respects, Reagan was far more sophisticated politician than he appeared to many. They were both followed by Jackson by Van Buren and Reagan by Bush, whose support with the core was a little lukewarm, and they only served one term. The core of the supporters could be described as kind of ultra-nationalistic, angry white guys. The Whigs at the time, in order to compete with the popularity of Jackson, nominated old military leaders who, as a rule, died rather quickly in office, in the course of a month. This kind of reminded me of how the Democratic Party saw the rise of the Reagan Democrats during the last few years. Now, you even see Jackson's political heir to the White House, James K. Polk, who engaged in a similar war of choice against Mexico, much like George W. Bush. I think there's some strange parallels there.
Mr. Meacham.
That's very well put. You don't need me. That's quite right in many ways. I think the Reagan analogy is important because, as you say, like Jackson, President Reagan spent his career, as President Bush, 43, would say, being misunderestimated. And whether it was most of the Democrats.
You can see Washington Journal every morning at 7 Eastern here on C-SPAN as we transition now to Chicago, where